by. Let's be friends.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Well, a pleasant good evening, everybody, from Panther Gym at Nickerson. Crusader Basketball on the air tonight here on 95.9 HKFM and streaming on the Astro Radio app as well as the Crusader Sports Network on YouTube. Tonight's coverage powered by Next Tech Wireless, because you're mobile and need to stay connected online at nexttechwireless.com. Hi, everyone. Aaron West. You're joined on the broadcast tonight by Chris Schenk and Carson Moeller. A makeup game for our Crusader men as they take on the Nickerson Panthers here tonight to start in the middle of that 9 games in 16 day stretch. They'll host Winfield tomorrow night and then open play with Wichita South in the SIT next Thursday in Salina. Guys at 2-1 now on the season, coming off a 54-39 win Tuesday night at El Dorado. It was a game of runs in the first half. Both teams leading by as many as 6 points. Buhler would finish a 9-4 run to end the third quarter and lead by 7. They stretched it out to 15 on a 13-3 run to finish the game. Buhler +7 at the foul line. They took 4 charges in the game. A bit of a struggle from beyond the arc, just 5 of 15. But they were fantastic in the paint when it counted. Max Alexander with 25 points and 9 rebounds. An impressive stat line for the senior. Jack Vogt was our Whitco Steel Products player of the game with 16 points and 9 rebounds. And as I mentioned, fellas, on a night when the threes weren't dropping like they might on some nights, Buhler turned to really the fourth quarter. Max Alexander driving the lane, shooting a high percentage at the free throw line, and it's good to be versatile. Nice to see them be able to find different ways to win.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that Buhler has multiple paths to victory is going to be, a huge asset for this team throughout the season, because there are some teams that live by the 3, die by the 3, or just have an inside game. But the thing that I just am really impressed with, and you talked about it, Aaron, our ability to get to the free throw line and then convert at the free throw line, because bottom line, you're going to have some nights where you don't shoot as well. I mean, every team in America at every level of basketball goes through that, but teams that can get to the free throw line and then make your opponent pay at the free throw line are going to win a lot of basketball games.
Yeah, I agree, and something the Crusaders can't rely on is those 3-point. They're not a very big team, so sometimes it pays to be able to get points in the paint, and that's what they were able to do last night.
Well, there's going to be a lot of nights, especially with the quickness of Max Alexander and Isaiah Hernandez. They're quicker than the guy that's guarding them, so take advantage of that matchup and get to the rim. High percentage shots, 55+% in the paint of the last 2 games. And then the thing that really makes that even stand out more is, you're going to finish or get fouled a lot of times. And the last 2 games, 28 points at the free throw line, 85%. You're going to win a lot of tight ball games late, shooting 85% at the stripe.
Yeah, I mean, and I just personally, I love seeing teams that are great at the free throw line, because there is nothing more frustrating than a team that can't make free throws. So yeah, the Crusaders just being so good at the free throw line and having multiple guys that are good at the free throw line, that really is going to make it, because sometimes if you have a team where just one guy is nails from the free throw line and a bunch of other guys aren't, in those close game situations, an opponent would have to pick their poison on who they could foul, because we've got lots of guys that are pretty confident there.
So Buhler improving to 2-1, overall 2-1 in the league. They are a half game out of first. Augusta and Mack in first place, both at 3-1. Buhler tied at 2-1 with Circle. We'll see the T-Birds coming up for the first time this year in Towanda on January 25th. Winfield now just 1-3, despite taking McPherson to overtime early in the season. And the El Dorado Wildcats at the bottom of the league standings at 0-4. We're the only game in the league tonight. Regular season action returning tomorrow night. Of course, Buhler will be home. It is homecoming in the Fieldhouse as the Crusaders take on the Winfield Vikings for the first time this year. Our girls team, of course, played this Nickerson team earlier this year, and they have matched up a handful of times in recent memory, but going back in my long memory, I cannot find the last time that the guys played each other. So I to tap into some of our historians out there and see if I can figure out the last time Buhler and Nickerson played on the guy's side.
Well, I know that when I was in high school, back in the old Reno County Classic.
So you might have to go back to the Reno County Classic.
Yeah, the Reno County Classic, which it's funny, I can remember the Reno County Classic before Hutch participated in it, because for the longest time it was Buhler, Haven, Nickerson, and then we'd randomly have Chaparral or somebody in it because Hutch wouldn't play in it. Then finally Hutch started playing it in the late 90s and early 2000s, so that it probably had to be the Reno County Classic in the early 2000s before that went away. And yeah, that would have been, you know, the last times that these two squared off on the hardwood.
Yeah, there was a Buhler was part of the Nickerson sub-state. That would have been probably late 2000s, but I don't know that the guys played that year. So somebody who has more knowledge than I do will figure that out before the night is over.
I'm sure we'll get a text from somebody in our free stat bureau out there.
We'll break down Nickerson and Buhler coming up. Nickerson 0-8 on the year. They won 9 games a year ago, but it has been a tough stretch. 8 straight losses to open the season for the Panthers out of the Central Kansas League. Crusader basketball tonight brought to you in part by Fee Insurance, by Jackson Meat. Dix Phillips 66 will name our Phillip of the game later on tonight, by Sunflower Electric Supply and by H&R Block. We've got more of our pregame coming up. Our player profile, we'll talk with senior Max Alexander next on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game here on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Motors Drive to the Game. Visit Midway Motors on 30th Street in Hutchinson or online at midwaymotors.com. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Man Wyatt and Rice Personal Injury Law Firm is celebrating 20 years of helping victims recover their health and lives after a serious accident. Serving Kansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Colorado, our success stems from valuing people over profits. We look forward to another 20 years of fighting for victims' rights. Man Wyatt and Rice attorneys and staff wish Buhler athletes the best of luck this season. Man Wyatt and Rice, trusted, experienced, compassionate.
First National Bank is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. We have an experienced staff prepared to provide you with a variety of banking solutions. Please visit our website, fnbhutch.bank. That's fnbhutch.bank for more information. First National Bank of Hutchinson, we're first for you.
Visit one of the First's 5 convenient locations in Hutchinson, including inside Dillon's Marketplace. First National Bank of Hutchinson, member FDIC.
At Dix Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dix offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dix Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. At Buhler Dental Care, we have great registered hygienists to help schedule your family for convenience. You will receive high-quality dental care and build a positive relationship with our experienced staff in a pleasant and reassuring atmosphere. We like to have some fun with you and get to know you while you spend time with us. So be sure to give us a call at 620-543-2768 or email us at drdaldds@gmail.com. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
And welcome back on our Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Time for tonight's First National Travel Player Profile. Let First National Travel assure your next perfect vacation online at fnta.net. Back here with our player profile and senior Max Alexander. Max, let's talk a little bit about just how early in the year has gone for you. I know not a lot of practice before the season and just 3 games so far. So all that considered, how have things been?
I think we're playing all right. I think we're progressing more and more as the game goes on and as the season goes on, which is as to be expected, especially with a team like us. We got a lot of veterans, a lot of guys that have come back that have played varsity level for a long time. And so I think just moving as the season goes on will just be even better as everything keeps going.
How has role on the floor changed for you now that you're a senior and obviously you know, the younger guys look to you, and a lot of the scoring comes from you. So how has that changed your view of things and how you play on the floor?
I've tried to take a more leadership approach to the game for sure. You know, try to get my teammates involved. Last year I definitely struggled with that at times, but this year I'm trying to really turn that around and get all my guys going as well as myself, because the game's a lot more fun when everybody's scoring and everybody's happy, and I just want to make them as happy as they can, and that brings me joy, and we're winning games, so it clearly works.
Felt like you were able to take it to another level Tuesday at El Dorado in the fourth quarter. The game was tight, and you were able to kind of take over there the last few minutes and spread it out a little bit. Where are you at? And obviously this team very capable of shooting the three ball, but always a high percentage when you take the ball to the hoop. Your thoughts on that, and how you kind of handle your play on the floor?
We're a very versatile team. We can score on all three levels, of course, and that just makes my job a whole lot easier. Having guys that just space out the floor and gives me spacing to work. Last year we had those guys, but obviously I wasn't finding them as much as I should have. But this year I am, and that's a different, whole nother weapon. So because they can't help off, guys like Caden, even Reed shooting the ball well, crap. Isaiah shooting it well, everybody's shooting it well, Jack, everybody. So having them on the floor makes my life a whole lot easier, because obviously, you pick your poison. You either help off me and we're going to light it up from three, or you don't help off me and I'll just get 10 layups in a row. So, having those guys on the floor just makes it a whole lot easier for myself.
And obviously, starting basically 3 point guards, so gives you guys a lot of options.
Yeah, no doubt. We can definitely control the pace.
Well, 9 games in, I think, the next 3 weeks, so I guess we'll find out, where you guys are at after that. But looks like the season's promising. So
yeah, for sure, 100%.
All right, buddy. Thoughts on, I know you're still looking at playing college ball somewhere. Or just starting to try and figure that out, or how's that going?
Yeah, all this COVID stuff's kind of messing everything up, but I'm fighting through it, get through it. Everybody's in the same boat as myself. The class of 2021 recruiting-wise is, you just never know. You can't let it get to you either, because obviously you can't expect just recruits out there all the time, because obviously with all this COVID situation, they're not allowed to be out. So I just keep playing every day. And be patient. Be patient. It'll come.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Good luck tonight, okay?
Thank you.
That's Max Alexander on our player profile. Back with more right after this.
The Midway Motors Drive to the Game on HKFM. We're just moments away from Lady Crusader basketball. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app, powered by Next Tech Wireless.
Do you bleed maroon and white? Do you want to help the students of BHS in their extracurricular activities? The Buhler High Booster Club helps support hundreds of students each year. To join, stop by the Buhler Closet at any home game or email BuhlerBoosterClub@gmail.com.
Mid-Kansas Credit Union, serving Central Kansas from their locations in Moundridge and Buhler. Take control of your accounts and sign up for online banking at mkcu.com with features like remote capture deposit and online bill pay. Member-owned and proudly supporting Crusader arts, athletics, and academics. Mid-Kansas Credit Union at 200 West 2nd in Buhler and in Moundridge. Member NCUA.
Game day is a big deal in our house. We don't just go to watch and cheer, we live and breathe it. Our squad is full of passion, snacks, and spirit, and we needed a car that could do more than transport us. We needed to participate with us. Midway Motors helped us find the winning ride from pre-gaming to post-game celebrations and everything in between. Midway Motors, for every mile of life. Find your game day car at midwaymotors.com.
Hi, this is Cliff Ray with Ray & Sons Roofing Company. Today I brought our 4-year-old grandson, Brogan. Brogan, did you know Ray & Sons Roofing is 80 years old this year? Do you know what that means?
No, Papa.
It means we have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For a free inspection or estimate, go to rayandsons.com.
Roof the right way, the right way.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
And we're back here courtside at Panther Gym in Nickerson. Crusader basketball tonight brought to you in part by the Mid-Kansas Credit Union, by Newfelt's Flooring, Hutchinson Community College, by First National Bank, and by Man Wyatt and Rice. Busy week for Crusader Athletics. Wrestlers home in dual action against the Circle T-Birds tonight. You can view live streaming of that on the Crusader Sports Network on their YouTube channels as well. Swimming, of course, had a fantastic meet. Second place at Hutch on Tuesday with 3 school records set, including Spencer Hines in the 100 fly. He finished first and shaved more than 6 seconds off his previous best time there. Swimmers are in action down at Winfield. I believe that is live streaming as well tonight on courtesy of the Winfield Vikings. And then our bowlers, who swept collegiate on Tuesday, are home today hosting Mulvane. So lots happening today. And of course, homecoming in the Fieldhouse. Kind of a little different atmosphere. You don't normally homecoming. Everybody's back and get to see a lot of people you don't normally see. But this won't happen tomorrow night. So
yeah, it'll be a little different feel. But like all this, and I can say as a parent of kids, heat and getting to practice and getting to enjoy that bit of high school.
Well, the Crusaders at 2-1, 2-game win streak, averaging 60 points a game, +3 in that column. We talked about how well they've been doing in the paint and at the free throw line, limiting turnovers, which has been good as well. Nickerson, on the other hand, just really struggling. Panthers 9-12 a year ago, very veteran group. Not too often over the years do I 15 seniors on this roster. That's very unusual.
Yeah, that is a massive senior class. And so, I mean, that's one thing that if you're the Crusaders, even though they haven't won a game yet this year, you gotta be a little bit wary of a team that has that much experience. And to a team sometimes that hasn't won a game, again, I know we talk about it all the time, but getting some early separation is going to be important, because if you're dealing with a team that's struggling, has yet to win, if you give them even a glimmer of hope that, hey, maybe tonight's the night that they end the streak, you're going to get both barrels from them. So hopefully the Crusaders can get a good start and get some separation between this team.
Good size, 7 players 6'2" or taller on the roster. Panthers only averaged 33 points a game in their first 8. Losses recently to Andale, Larned, and Heston. They played a tough schedule. They played in the Colby tournament early, played 6A Dodge City. Haven is one of the top teams in the 3A boys, and Heston is as well. And then, Andale's always a powerhouse in 4A, so it's not like they played a cupcake schedule here early. So
yeah, and the Central Kansas League, I mean, typically has some pretty good guys teams and girls teams in it. So, and you mentioned, that trip out to the Goodland tournament at the very beginning of the season. Yeah, they have not played really any smaller schools, and so yeah, and then tomorrow night they head out to Hoisington, which is coming off their best season in football history. So I mean, it's been a tough slate for the Nickerson Panthers this year.
Panthers lost 59-29 on Tuesday here at home against Heston. This is their 5th home game already this season. They graduated big 6'10" post Connor McDonald, who signed in the offseason with Southwestern. We mentioned still a good bit of size on this team, and we'll see what they can do against the Crusaders here tonight. So plenty coming up. We'll, of course, get you the starting lineups and the opening tip. Basketball tomorrow night, and then the brackets are out for midseason tournaments. Carson's excited to go to the SIT.
Always a fun trip. Good basketball.
6 games in 3 days, and our girls play Thursday at 5 o'clock against Salina South at South High. And then the guys, we're going to get our exercise here, fellas. The guys play at 7 at South Middle School against Wichita South. And they will play again Friday at 5 and 7, regardless if they win or lose. At different locations. So tournament time's always fun. The thing I like about it is you get to see some teams that you don't normally see, and it's fun to be in league play, but also like seeing different teams that we don't usually get to check out. So.
Yeah, makes it interesting, and getting to see some different venues, and so it'll be a fun couple days up in Salina next week.
All right, well, that's coming up Thursday, Friday, and Saturday next week. And, of course, the guys then have 3 games again the following week. They'll travel to Circle on January 25th, home against Salina South on the 26th, and then at Heston on the 29th. The South Cougars are really, really good. They've got 2 dynamic guards, and then Heston is having a fine season as well. And then, it doesn't get any easier. They're going to go through a stretch. They home against South, at Heston, home against Collegiate, and then at Andale. So if you want to kind of find out what you're made of, that's the stretch right there. Those are some good teams.
Yeah, I mean, perennial powers across the board, and Andale and Collegiate just seem like every year they continue to just crank out, good team after good team. And I know that Collegiate game, I'm getting excited to see Grady Dick. I'm sure you guys, he is a player that is getting lots of attention from, big Division I schools, and so it'll be interesting to see him play.
I think he transferred to Sunrise.
Oh, yes, he did. Sorry. Yeah, thank you, Carson. I'm losing my mind here.
He's playing on their prep team.
Yes, he moved beyond collegiate even, so yes. Yeah. Thank you, Carson. Yes. Sorry.
Well, we don't get too many of those guys around here. Every once in a while, you'll get somebody that goes to KU or K-State.
Yep.
Occasionally, but not a lot of them.
Yep.
So it's always kind of fun to see those guys when they're around. Yeah, absolutely. Well, about 9 minutes away from tip here. Thanks for joining us tonight. And we'll be back on, as I mentioned, tomorrow night from the field house for homecoming. I don't even know who the candidates are, so I guess we'll be surprised with that tomorrow night.
Ryan Henderson,
okay.
Raiden Stewart, Luke Starkey, Luke Schroyer, and Corey Gilbert, Mason Lipford, Maya Clark, Ashlyn Meyer, Lindsey Smart, Tana Warner,
look at this
Maddie
guy.
Holland. I think I'm forgetting one. I apologize to who I'm forgetting, but I'm on Stuco. I got to know these.
You're the one that's going to have to see these kids in the hall, so
I'm impressed that you got that.
Yeah, that is pretty impressive.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll take a break here.
Leah Bentley. There you go.
And Leah's, of course, been getting a lot of attention as of late. Came out a couple of weeks ago that she's going to West Point, which is really cool. Not too many folks from this part of the world go to West Point, and she's going to be able to participate in athletics there. So
yeah, anytime a kid can get into one of the service academies, it says a ton about not only their academic skills, but just their character and their participation in lots of different activities. And so yeah, what a great honor for her.
Well, as we're in Nickerson tonight, wanted to mention this, our thoughts and prayers with the family of Darren Hodgson. Darren passed away on Tuesday. He was a Nickerson High grad in 1978. Darren, 61 years old. He has his football number, retired number 151 here at Nickerson High School. Darren went on to achieve both gold and bronze medals in tennis in the World Special Olympics from right here in Nickerson, and passed away on Tuesday. So our thoughts go out to his dad Robert, sister Lisa, and their family. More coming up here from Panther Gym and Nickerson. Crusader basketball here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Builders drive to the game on HKFM. The HCU Investment and Insurance Services starting lineups and tonight's opening tip are next. You're listening to Buhler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Why shop local? Not only do you receive more personalized service, but we also have the knowledge and passion for the products we sell. This is Jenny from Jackson Meat. We encourage you to experience the local difference when you shop with us. Jackson Meat, 13 West 6th Avenue, downtown Hutchinson.
The Hutchinson Medicine Shop is offering the antigen test for COVID-19. This test is designed for symptomatic patients and will show results in 15 minutes. No prescription or appointment is necessary, but call the shop for appropriate times. This is a self-administered mid-nasal test with rapid and accurate results. The test will be administered curbside. Call the Hutch Medicine Shop with any questions. The Medicine Shop in Midtown Hutchinson.
Rise Up Reno and Donna Davis want to remind you that prevention matters. Prevention is having goals, holding leadership roles, and being connected to the community.
Early prevention efforts can help us make our community and our economy better and healthier by keeping young people engaged in accomplishments, not addiction.
Rise Up Reno is prevention. Rise up, Reno.
Is it time for a fundraiser? As you consider the best way to raise dollars for your organization, think of Yoder Meats. Our snack stick fundraiser is easy to manage and low cost to get started. Yoder Meats snack sticks are shelf stable, come in 12 different delicious flavors, and provide a great return. Give us a call at 620-465-3807 or email snacksticks@yodermeatsks.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for the latest information and updates on our weekend specials. Taste the old-fashioned flavor at Yoder Meats in Yoder and 3 locations in Wichita.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
And back here in Nickerson, our Midway Motors drive to the game will probably won't have a lot to give you tonight in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. We're, as far as I know, we're the only action on the schedule tonight. Buhler Dental Care, from regular teeth clinics to advanced periodontal work. Your hometown dentist, Buhler Dental Care, 115 North Main in Buhler. We can try and keep you updated. You fellas will help me out on what's happening with swimming and wrestling, and we'll get you an update on how our bowlers did hopefully today as well. So we can do that.
Yes.
We can do something. And we'll try and do that. A full night in the league tomorrow night. Winfield, of course, comes to the field house for homecoming. I'm intrigued by McPherson at Circle on the guys' side. I asked Jude Warren, who was just a dynamic player. Carson, you got an opportunity to watch him shoot. He was really good.
Very, very good, and didn't take a lot of anything from anybody. He wanted that, and that 50-point game really sticks out to me.
Yeah,
that he had.
He put up 50 in a game against Mac a couple of years ago and beat the Pups. I think Circle can win that game, so we'll see. Augusta at El Dorado, also at Clearwater at Wellington, Rose Hill at Collegiate, and Mulvane at Andale. Those are Friday games, and then we go to tournament time next week. We'll have a busy week of high school basketball on our Ad Astra Sports Network with games all over the place. Of course, we'll be in the SIT in Salina with the Crusaders. Nickerson will be out at St. John, and that'll be the Nickerson boys playing at the Lions Club Midwinter Classic. I'm told that in St. John, that is the oldest Lions Club tournament west of the Mississippi.
Wow. Pretty impressive.
It's been going on a long time there in St. John. And they've got a new head coach this year. So Coach Kinnaman is now in the City League in Wichita.
Yeah, and Danton Hilton, the head coach at St. John, him and his wife were in the news as, I don't know if you saw this story, guys, but their son or daughter that they had was the first child born in Hutch of 2021.
I did. So, I read a little bit about that story. They were headed to Wichita.
Yep.
And they got to Hutch, and she looked over and said, "I don't think we're going to make it."
Yes. So their latest child was born in Hutch, and the first one of 2021. So they got some accolades and recognition and some prizes that a lot of the hospitals do for the first baby born of the new year. So
very cool. Congratulations to them. So the Panthers will be in Nickerson. Of course, we'll have action as well from the Trojan Classic out in Hillsboro, the Rupp tournament in Halstead, and one of the great small town tournaments in the Midwest. To the hospitality room at the Burton tournament. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Yep, they put on a good tournament over there, and it's always fun. That gym in a normal year is pretty full, and so it's always a great atmosphere over there at Burton as well.
All right, you can follow our coverage online at adastraradio.com and streaming of the Ad Astra Radio app. We'll take our final timeout and get to our starting lineups here coming up, and the opening tip from Nickerson. 60-second timeout here on HKFM of the Crusaders Sports Network.
Flooring, your experts in design and installation of carpet, tile, wood, and vinyl floor covering. Proudly sponsoring Buhler High School activities, Newfeld's Flooring in downtown Buhler.
Each and every day, Wifco Steel Products, Inc. products are trusted to provide access and infrastructure for a wide range of purposes. For more info on what Wifco can do for you, go to wifcosp.com. Wifco Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
Prairie Bank of Kansas is a local bank with local concerns. You'll find us in the heart of the community, helping wherever we're needed. We enjoy working with local schools to help promote activities like sports and extracurricular learning. We hope you support these valuable activities too. We'll be right here with you. Visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buhler, Inman, or Hutchinson, or check us out online
on HKFM.
And back here at Nickerson High School as we get set to bring you tonight's starting lineups. Brought to you by HCU Investment and Insurance Services. Monty Cross with HCU Investment and Insurance Services, located inside Heartland Credit Union at 23rd and Severance in Hutchinson. Call 669-0177. The 0-8 Nickerson Panthers, the 2-1 Buhler Crusaders, make number 7 in Class 4A. And we'll have the starting lineups coming up after tonight's national anthem. You always find it interesting that I guess it's just kind of a programmed response. Even with the canned national anthem, you still get the applause from the crowd.
Yes. Got to cheer on America, Aaron.
Absolutely. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. The Nickerson Panthers 0-8. They are 0-3 in the Central Kansas League, coached by Curtis Field. 6'3" senior number 1, Christian Peterson. A 6'1" senior from Trinity Catholic. A 6'2" senior number 5, Braden Miller. 5'10" junior number 12, Carson Lynn. And a 6'3" senior number 33, Matt Crossman. Again, Peterson, Manga, Miller, Lynn, and Crossman. For the Buhler Crusaders, 2-1 in the ABCTL. Ryan Swanson in his 6th season now with 65 wins all time at BHS, assisted by David Bryant, Jeff Comer, and Matt Babcock. At one guard, a 6-foot senior, number 1, Max Alexander, leads the team in rebounding and points a game. 22 points a game through his first 3 this season, to go along with 7 rebounds and 3 assists. Another guard, a 6-foot senior, number 13, Tayden Hawkinson. Tayden averaging 7 points and 2.5 rebounds. The third guard, a 5'10" junior, number 14, Isaiah Hernandez, with 8 points and 3.5 assists a game. In the post, a 6'2" senior, number 10, Reed Scott. Reed, 5 points, 5 rebounds. And a 6'4" sophomore, number 34, Jack Voth. Great start for the sophomore, 15 points and 6 boards a game. Alexander, Scott, Hawkinson, Hernandez, and Voth for the Crusaders, who will control the start right to left here with Crusader basketball underway on KWHK Hutchinson and the Crusader Sports Network. Alexander with it. Off up top to Hawkinson. Tayden drives, kicks both. Right corner 3 is there. And Buhler with a good start and a 3-0 lead.
Great looking shot from Jack Voth. He was in the far corner and just catches and drains.
Nickerson the other way, across the timeline. Buhler in their road maroons tonight. Black and white trim, black and white lettering. Home whites for Nickerson. Blue trim and blue lettering. And with Jack Voth, the tray on one end and takes the charge, his 3rd of the season on the other end, and Nickerson will turn the ball over.
Well, the Crusaders made some serious hay on Tuesday, drawing charges left and right, so great to see Buhler get that part of their game going here early on.
A foul on Philip Manga, the 6'1" senior. And it'll be Buhler ball up 3-0 on the tray from Voth. Hernandez has the point. Off the screen to the right side circle. Little pick and roll there, looking for Scott underneath, and the ball is stolen away by the Panthers.
The first turnover of the night for Buhler.
Here is Christian Peterson off to Manga, far side circle. Manga off a screen. Good defense by Alexander. Buhler in a man. Peterson with the ball back up top, guarded by Hawkinson. He'll shoot over Hawk. The three, in and out, no good. Manga with a rebound inside, and pass to the opposite block, stolen away by Reed Scott.
Great job by Reed Scott, jumping the pass and just picking it off down in the paint.
Here comes Buhler. Hernandez rifles it into the near corner to Jack Voth. The second three, this one long. Rebound tapped about, taken by the Panthers.
Just a good looking shot by Voth, just rattled in and out.
3-0, 6:22 to play the first. Manga's got it far side circle off a roll into the lane. Nice feed to Peterson.
Yeah, Chris,
up and in.
Yeah, Christian Peterson just doing a nice job of catching it on the run and dropping it in.
3-2, 1 point game. First bucket for the Panthers. It's 6:05 to play in the first. The other way, Alexander falls down to the lane and tied up with the basketball. We'll go back to the Panthers. Chance for them to take the lead for the first time.
Yeah, Max took it inside, and the defenders from Nickerson did a nice job of collapsing around him, so he really couldn't get a shot off and had no ability to pass it away.
Carson Lynn's got it, far side circle, near side to Braden Miller. Off to Manga. Here's Crossman out top for the Panthers. Back to Miller. Miller drives to the cup, and Panthers take the lead on a 4-0 run. Back-to-back buckets. Now a steal. 4-3 Nickerson, up by 1. Buhler with a third turnover. Drive layup short. Left baseline by Braden Miller. Rebound Crusaders.
Yeah, nice defensive rebound by Max Alexander to end the possession.
Boy,
and what
all the way inside, right to the bucket. Missed the shot, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, if you don't help with your help defense, Max is just going to do that all night long. Great job of seeing the vision to see that it was wide open.
They left the, could have driven a semi-truck through the lane that time. It was wide open. Free throw by Max on the way, in and out, no good. He was perfect 9 of 9 the other night at the line.
I think that was a preemptive jinx, fellas. We talked about how good we did from the free throw line. And
92% for Max on the year. The team at 77%. Max Alexander hits the second to tie the game at 4.
Good to see Max bounce back and knock down the second.
4-all, 5:12 to play in the opening period. Mango left to right across the timeline. Off to Christian Peterson. Into the hands of Connor D'Amato. 5'11" seniors coming to the game now for Nickerson. 3 on the way is good for Carson Lynn.
Yeah, so Nickerson with the retaking of the lead by that tray. And
well, these guys coming out shooting. Don't tell them they're. Foul coming across the line the other way on Connor D'Amato. He'll pick up his first, team's third. Buhler inbounds. Isaiah Hernandez to Taden Hawkinson near side circle. Taden dribbling through traffic, pulls up in the lane, and the jumper is good.
Nice looking stroke by Taden.
(7-6) Panthers by 1. Nickerson. Crossman at the foul line, off to Manga. Manga guarded by Alexander. Boy, what a pick. Stole it right out of his hands. Max the other way, layup good.
What a series there for Max Alexander. Great steal, and then great job of just weaving his way past the Nickerson defenders and to finish at the rim at the other end.
So 8-7, Buhler recaptures the lead by 1. Inside Crossman takes it strong, and both blocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, great job by Jack. I don't think that Crossman was his man, but he did a great job of helping on the help defense and altering Crossman's shot and forcing the miss.
Now the problem, you know, that going back to that steal, Manga left the ball out away from his body, and Max just flipped it right out of his hand. Now another steal on the inbound. It'll be the 4th turnover of the Panthers. Buhler up 1 with the ball. Here's Voth driving right side lane line. And a hesitation move shot missed. Rebound putback missed, but a foul. That'll go against Carson Lynn. And Jack Voth will have 2 coming here at the charity stripe.
Yeah, great job of Jack just sticking with the play. He missed the first shot, but kept battling, got his own rebound, and had to fight through some defenders. Wasn't able to finish at the rim, but gets 2 free throw tries here now.
First free throw short. That was the second personal foul on Carson Lynn.
And with how many people Nickerson has suited up, I bet you Carson Lynn didn't come back for a while.
Darian Holland, a 6'4 senior, checks in. Lynn goes out. Braden Miller also set to return for the Panthers as Jack knocks down the second free throw. Both makes it 9-7. Got some bowling finals, so we'll get to here for you momentarily. In our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard, Nickerson down 2 on their home floor. In front court, there's a drive into the lane by Connor D'Amato. Off near side circle to Peter. Into Holland in the lane. Peter and its man up top, Peterson. Open for 3, missed it, back iron. Holland with a rebound, and it's knocked loose on the floor, and a kicked ball by who? It'll be Buhler basketball.
Yeah, great job by Skripczyk as he really got aggressive in the paint to try to get the defensive rebound, and nice job.
A lot of active hands in there. Braden Skripczyk in the game. 6'3 senior off the bench for the Crusaders, averaging 2 points a contest. Alexander off a screen sent by both. Plays it near side circle to Hawkinson. Taden pulls up, left elbow jumper, in and out, back in.
Taden, wow, feeling it tonight. Nice looking jumper from the elbow.
11-7, Buhler's lead now the largest it's been at 4. 2:48 to play in the first. And the Panthers with the ball in their half court to our right. Christian Peterson plays it top of the circle to Braden Miller. Miller far side. Hayden Garcia, 5'9 senior, one of those 15 seniors in there. Pass in the post to Holland, through his hands, out of bounds along the Buhler bench. I think Hayden Keller over there had to scramble for his life.
Yeah, he was going right into his legs, and had to kind of check his reaction time there.
Make sure everything's still intact over there. It'll be out of bounds off both, so it's Nickerson ball after the mishandle in the lane by Holland. Christian Peterson's got it. Near side corner to Hayden Garcia. Baseline D'Amato. D'Amato drives on Tanner Tushton and into the body. They're going to call it travel.
Skripczyk took a punishment that time.
Skripczyk set up for the charge underneath. He was under there for what seemed like forever. And they don't call the charge, they call it travel on the Panthers. 5th Nickerson turnover. Voth, Hawkinson, Alexander, Scott, and Tushton on the floor. The 6'1 senior for the Crusaders with a big brace on that left knee. Hawkinson for 3, misses back iron. Long rebound to Nickerson's Connor D'Amato. Gives it up to Garcia. Hayden Garcia sets the point. Far side circle to Christian Peterson off a screen. Drives to the window, missed the shot. Rebound tapped about out of bounds off the Panthers.
Well, Buhler doing a nice job of kind of buckling down defense. Really kind of slowed him down at the offensive end, just playing some tough defense.
1:45 left in the first. Buhler 11, Nickerson 7. Here on this Thursday night. Winfield Vikings in the Fieldhouse tomorrow night. Reed Scott out front. Far side, Taden Hawkinson. Taden drives and kicks. Here's Alexander from the left of the circle. Max steps left, drives right, switches hands, and scores again.
Max just can generate his own shots so well. If you give him an inch, he'll take a mile, and he just cut his way through the Nickerson defense all the way for the lane.
Buhler up 6, 1:10 to go in the quarter. We've gone over a minute without a basket by either team, and now Nickerson throws the ball away.
Well, Buhler is really making Nickerson work at the offensive end, defending all of the passes, and I think it's really starting to try to kind of frustrate some of the Panther players.
Braden Skripczyk And Isaiah Hernandez returned for the Crusaders. Philip Manga back on the floor, along with Matt Crossman for Nickerson. Isaiah Hernandez at the point. Boy, what a feed to Alexander. Layup. Ooh, in and out, no good. Did you see that pass?
Yes.
Holy cow.
He threaded the needle that time, Hernandez did. And I tell you, Max got kind of swatted pretty hard that time, but
Buhler 50% early from the field, and Max back to the line. Foul is the second on Philip Manga. When you get Phillips, he's a strong dude. You get swatted by him.
Yeah, and Max Alexander showed some composure, just kind of picking himself up off the deck and coming back and knocking down the free throw. But yeah, Manga, he's a well put together young man.
He just got back into the game, picks up that second foul, and now he has to go out. Christian Peterson back in. One more at the line for Alexander. Free throw good. He is 3 of 4 here in the first quarter.
What a great looking stroke.
And Buhler 15-7 leads by 8. 51 seconds left. Panther ball and traveling called on Matt Crossman.
Yeah, and Coach Swanson's boys, like I said, I've really been impressed with their half-court defense. Really making Nickerson grind it out.
Hernandez will play it in backcourt right in front of the Buhler bench on the far side of the floor with 49.6 left.
Buhler with a golden opportunity to try to get it to a double-digit lead for the first time this evening.
Hernandez to Skripczyk, and Braden, he kind of got caught in no man's land with the basketball and called for traveling.
Yeah, it was a nice give and go, and Skripczyk had a wide open look, but
just caught it wrong. And
yep.
Didn't have a chance to dribble before he took a step. Nickerson ball, Crossman gives up down low. Keaton Broomfield in the game.
Yeah, nice looking shot by Broomfield, and what a nice lay-in at the other end by Max Alexander.
Alexander so quick. Boy, you blink, you'd miss that. Holy cow.
You got to get back in a hurry to try to shut down Max.
17-9, shot at the buzzer won't go for Keaton Broomfield. And that gets us to the end of the first. Crusaders leading here by 8. 17-9 our score. Our coverage tonight brought to you by Midwest Iron and Metal, Weight Band Insurance, by the Medicine Shop, APAC Shears, and Ray & Sons Roofing. Back in 1 minute on HKFM, the Crusaders Sports Network.
Atmosphere had an unfortunate incident where sewage started to leak into the museum level. Given that we are supposed to care for and protect historic artifacts, we immediately called Phoenix Restoration because we knew Ryan and his team, they would work with us and get the situation eliminated so we could continue our operation.
Reno County's only locally owned fire and water restoration company is Phoenix Restoration. They'll help you rise again after your disaster. Online at phoenixrestoration.com.
Yoder Meats is way more than just meat, but if you're looking for grain-fed, locally raised, antibiotic-free, and no hormone-added beef, Yoder Meats is the place. Feed the family with your choice of bundles or smaller butcher bags designed with a variety of meats to fit your needs. They have exotic meats too, and a wide variety of delicious cheeses, baked goods,
We're also your community spirit provider, offering endless recreational opportunities at Dillon Nature Center, Senior Center at Elmdale Park, the Sports Arena, plus Hutchrec downtown. See all of the community spirit and healthy living opportunities Hutchrec provides your community at hutchrec.com and on our Hutchrec Facebook page.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Well, a couple of miscues on the offensive end for Buhler. Then Keaton Broomfield off the bench with 6 quick points. He's got his team within 4, 17-13. Now Tatum Hawkinson travels with the basketball, and well, you can feel the momentum shift.
Yeah, Buhler just needs to get it going like they did in the first quarter, get stops at the defensive end. And but yeah, Nickerson's got all the momentum in the world right now as they have done all the scoring here in the second quarter.
Panthers working it inside. Nice take to the bucket. Count the shot and a foul. That is Matt Crossman. And Crossman with a chance to make it a one-point play.
Yeah, Jack Both was just trying to protect the rim, and Crossman, really what kind of happened, Jack got up to try to defend the bucket, and Crossman kind of did a spin move and ran into the outstretched hand of Jack Both.
Well, they've got that foul on 24. I'm assuming they mean 34. Yeah. Free throw is good by Crossman to convert the three-point play, and it's a one-point game. 17-16, a 7-0 Panther run here. 6:13 to go in the half. Hawkinson off far side circle to Hernandez. Isaiah drives inside to Reed. Boy, nice setup to Reed Scott.
What a pass as Isaiah Hernandez was going out of bounds. He was airborne, throws it back into the paint to Reed Scott, who just puts it in for 2.
Well, Carson could have scored on that play. 3 up top, missed by Peterson. Out of bounds. It'll be Crusader ball. Darian Holland back into the Nickerson lineup here. And Austin Bell on the floor now as well, 6'2 senior. Boy, those seniors, they got 15 of them. They could run them in all day.
Yeah, that is just an incredible. I mean, when you have more seniors, because when you get to the postseason, you can only suit up 12 kids. So when you have more seniors out, then you have the ability to take to the postseason. That's just an incredible amount of experience for Nickerson.
Here is Tatum Hawkinson with the ball. Left to the circle. Drives inside, kicks far corner to Scripson. Actually, that's both. I'm sorry. Back to Tatum, high post jumper, right side missed. Rebound loose on the deck inside, picked up by Austin Bell of Nickerson. Panthers down 3, 5:21 to go in the first half, 19-16. Front court, Broomfield. He'll try the 3, missed. Rebound, Buhler. Nice battle inside by Reed Scott. Ahead to Hawkinson. Tatum dribbling through traffic. Dumps it off far side, long 3. Hernandez in and out, no good. Rebound, Holland underneath for Nickerson.
Yeah, it was a good look by Hernandez. He was wide open, and shot just didn't fall.
Panthers down a triple with the ball. Right side circle, Aiden Garcia. Feeds it to the foul line to Broomfield, into Holland. Shot good, but wave it off. And we're going to have an offensive foul on the Panthers.
Yeah, it was a nice high-low look for Nickerson as Keaton Broomfield got the ball at the high post and dumped it down to his teammate Darian Holland, but they're going to say that the separation was generated by Holland pushing off.
Holland used his muscles.
Yes, Holland's a pretty stout young man.
Max Alexander lost the handle, poked away by Aiden Garcia of the Panthers. Ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Buhler as Connor D'Amato back in, and Keaton Broomfield goes out.
Well, this is one of those games that even though Buhler has led pretty much from bell to bell so far, Nickerson feels pretty dang good, just hanging tough.
There's Jack Vogt for 3, right corner missed. Rebound Aiden Garcia.
Yeah, Buhler needs some offensive rebounds to try to extend these possessions from one shot.
Yeah, they're just one of their last 7. Here's a 3 on the other end to tie the game by Connor D'Amato.
So now Buhler really needs an answer to try to stymie or stop this Nickerson run, and great job by Max Alexander making something happen as he gets fouled on the way up.
Max drives the lane, fouled, missed the shot. You'll have 2 at the line. Well, Buhler, 5 of their first 10 from the field tonight. They're 2 of their last 10. So they have definitely cooled off. Alexander at the line. The foul, the first on Christian Peterson. 7th team foul on the Panthers. First free throw up and good.
Yeah, Max has now knocked down his last 4 straight free throws.
Braden Skripczyk back. Reed Scott out for Buhler. Braden Miller will return for the Nickerson Panthers, replacing Austin Bell. One more for the senior Alexander.
Max cashes them both.
We mentioned Ava Jones. We have another celebrity in the house tonight, too.
Coach McLean.
Coach McLean is here. He's telling kids to put their masks back on.
Ah, the joys of being an admin. 2021.
I tell you. No, thank you. Far side, D'Amato with it. Up top to Braden Miller. Roy steal by Hernandez. Picked off by Isaiah. Layup on the other end, missed. Rebound tapped out of bounds off Hernandez.
Yeah, the Nickerson Panthers did a nice job of getting back to make sure he didn't get an uncontested layup.
Carson Lynn returns for Nickerson. Now goes Aiden Garcia, but they just really do run bodies at you. And see if they can wear the other team down to the 4th quarter. See how deep Buhler's bench goes tonight. Here's Peterson with a one-hand runner that won't fall. Jack Vogt takes his 2nd charge of the night.
What a great job by Vogt protecting the rim. And that gets Peterson his 2nd personal. And Buhler continues to just make hay from the charge factory.
Well, that is number 7 in the first 4 games of the year. One might think they practice that.
Yes, well, that's a really important skill.
One that I want no part of. Here's Alexander. Boy, nice dime to Skripczyk, but he had it knocked away. Good defensive recovery by Keaton Broomfield to knock the ball away.
Yeah, it was a great no-look pass from Alexander to Skripczyk, but Broomfield saved Nickerson's bacon.
Panthers the other way. 3-ball, right wing, in and out, no good by Carson Lynn. Rebound Crusaders. Alexander up the floor.
Wow.
Reverse layup. Oh, no! Skripczyk rebound. Yes!
Good to see Braden get rewarded for hustling back to be the trailer on the run out. But yeah, Max, if he could have finished back there, that was quite a play.
23-19, lead back to 4. Panthers want a timeout. Coach Curtis Field. 2:23 left in the first half. 23-19 on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network. Back in 30 seconds.
Allen Samuels and Hutch invites you to shop their pre-owned sale event happening now. It's a true sign and drive event with no money down and over 30 vehicles priced under $20,000. That's payments as low as $171 a month. Did I mention no money down? They even have vehicles priced under $5,000. See our ad in Saturday's Hutch Post. Only at Allen Samuels on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine. Open all the time online at allensamuelshutch.com. And as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends. You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back here. Our Crusader Sports Network, streaming on YouTube and, of course, streaming online at adastradio.com and the Ad Astra Radio app from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth tonight. 23-19 Buhler now. A strip by Alexander taken away from the Panthers. 10th Nickerson turnover. The other way, Hernandez, long 2 left side missed. Rebound Nickerson.
Got to give it to the Panthers. They have done a really nice job on the defensive glass tonight.
Panthers down 4. D'Amato's got it. Down low right side of Broomfield. Ball stolen away again. Alexander against 2 defenders.
Wow.
Split the double team. Boy, D'Amato was setting up to take a charge, and Max switched gears and blew right by him.
So athletic. He just stepped around him like he was not even there. The Crusader bench trying to pump their guys up here.
25-19, and now a
foul away from the basketball on Nickerson.
Whistle and a foul called on the Panthers. It's a 6-0 Buhler run here to retake the lead. And a foul on Keaton Broomfield, his first.
9th team foul on the Panthers, so if Buhler can get the Panthers one more foul, they're going to be in the double.
Well, our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard, our bowlers are 2-0. Alexander, a right side 15-footer. High arching shot that won't fall. Rebound Panthers. Broomfield working in the lane with his back to the bucket. Turnaround shot missed. Rebound Buhler. Alexander up the far side of the floor. Off to Hernandez for three. Stops and pops, missed. Rebound Panthers.
It's been a tough night on the 3 shots for Buhler tonight.
Oh, Hawkinson.
We started the game with Jack both 3, but have not made a tray since then.
Hawkinson tried to knock away from behind and whistled for the foul. You can always tell by Tatum's expression.
Well, and the thing about it, as just watching the game of high school basketball, when the foul situation's 9-1 going into the latter moments of the second quarter, you got to be really careful because officials will look up, see that it's lopsided, and if you give them any instance, they're going to try to hang a couple fouls on you to try to even things out before the break.
Philip Manga, Austin Bell, Hayden Garcia, Matt Crossman all back on the floor for the Panthers here with 51 seconds to go. And tied up in the lane by Reed Scott.
Great job by Reed Scott as he really gummed up Crossman.
Nickerson will keep the ball in the arrow. Tustin was in briefly. He goes out. Alexander back in for the Crusaders. Lady Crusader bowlers win today 27-03 to 21-37. Adria Hewitt bowls a 688 series.
Wow.
That is impressive. Far side, Aiden Garcia. In the corner to Crossman. Guys win 29-73 to 28-51. Now a steal. 12th Panther turnover. Hawkinson to the lane. Shot blocked by Crossman.
Yeah, that was an excellent block by Crossman because Hawkinson was really sure-handed with the ball. And
Manga the other way, and a blocking foul as Jack Fulp tried to take his 3rd charge of the night. Instead, it'll be Philip Manga at the line for 2.
That's both second foul. And Jack looked like he had great position that time, but again, like I said, down the stretch when the fouls are 9-2, it's tough to get those calls.
Philip Manga has not scored yet tonight. He makes the first free throw here. That ends a 6-0 Crusader run in the second quarter. Keegan Tustin back and Tatum Hawkinson out for the Crusaders. Second free throw, missed, back iron, rebound, tapped. Great effort by Matt Crossman to get the offensive board. Puts it back up off the window, won't fall. And a rebound for Alexander. And a whistle and a foul call.
He's going to get fouled 90 feet from the bucket by Austin Bell. So a great break for the Crusaders here as Max will go to the line with an opportunity to try to stretch this lead out here before the break.
25-20, the foul on Austin Bell, his first, team's 10th. 2 charities coming for Max Alexander, who's 5 of 6 at the stripe tonight. 13 first half points. First free throw is good.
Yeah, and guys, I got a wrestling update. This is before the 160-pound weight class wrestles for the Crusaders. That's Sam Elliott. Crusaders are up 48-0 in the varsity matchups.
That is a home duel tonight with the Circle T-Birds as Max hits them both in our Buhler Dental Care scoreboard. 27-20 here, 7-point game.
Awesome to hear that the grapplers are having such a great night.
13 seconds left. Manga brings it across the timeline, left to right. Crossover dribble into the lane. Good help defense by Reed Scott. Plays it off in the far corner to Carson Wynn. 2 seconds left. Manga gets off a shot. Won't fall at the buzzer. Great effort by Philip Manga to get the ball back in the lane and get off that shot. Just couldn't get it to fall at the buzzer, and that will get us to halftime. And I think maybe a little bit tighter game than the Crusaders would like, but Panthers hanging tough here, 27-20.
Yeah, this game scared me a little bit on paper, just with it being a 3-game week for Buhler. And you know, anytime you're playing a team that's over, you know, maybe it's a little bit tougher mentally to get ready and up for them. But yeah, this Panther team, you know, I'm shocked that they haven't won a game this year because they've got some guys that can play some ball.
Yeah, Nickerson actually outscores Buhler in the quarter, 11-10, and a 7-point game. And you two are going to have to do the rest of the broadcast by yourself. I just got a message from Chick-fil-A that I have a free chocolate fudge brownie waiting for me, and so I have to go.
Oh, boy.
Priorities.
Some things cannot be denied, fellas. And chocolate. Sorry, that's. I'll see you tomorrow. 27-20 our score. We're live tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Allen Samuels, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Hutchinson. Online at AllenSamuelsHutch.com. Our coverage tonight brought to you by Rhizopreno Prevention Network, by the Prairie Bank of Kansas, Swiftco Steel Products, by Erickson Custom Building, and by HCU Investment and Insurance Services. Our halftime begins next here on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM. Stay tuned for tonight's Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Prairie Bank of Kansas, serving Central Kansas since 1886.
Did you know that it's estimated that the salt deposits under Kansas could supply the entire world's salt needs for the next 250,000 years? Cargill Salt of Hutch is proud to support the schools of Reno County. Collaborate, create, succeed. Cargill Salt of Hutchinson.
A little cold weather never hurt anybody, but with typical number 2 diesel, it can do a number on your field equipment. Cenex Premium Diesel comes with a more complete additive package for a more complete burn. That's how Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster Seasonally Enhanced optimizes cold weather performance. Or stick with your fair weather friend, typical number 2. Your choice. Cenex Premium Diesel. Diesel that doesn't mess around.
Contact your local Central Prairie Co-op, your certified Cenex distributor today.
Come visit us at Buhler Dental Care. Our friendly and experienced staff is here to help give you the best care around, and we like to have some fun and get to know you while you spend time with us. From regular fillings, cleanings, dental implants, or even if we have to, extractions, we can provide the treatments you need. We are always accepting new patients, so be sure to call us at 620-543-2768 to schedule your next appointment, or email online at drdaldds@gmail.com. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
Reno County Area Transit is switching to a compressed schedule starting Tuesday because of COVID-19 impacts. Public Transportation Director Barbara Lillyhorn said fixed route paratransit and county on-demand services will operate from 7 through 4 Monday through Friday. The fixed and paratransit services will also operate Saturday from 9 to 2. Passengers displaced from their regular route pickup time can call 694-2913 for assistance. Passengers are being asked to follow precautionary measures, including using respiratory etiquette, frequent hand washing, and limiting physical contact with drivers and other passengers, and to use RCAT only for essential medical appointments, groceries, and personal business. The Reno County Health Department, along with representatives from Hutchinson Regional Medical Center and Hutchinson Clinic, will be hosting a town hall to discuss COVID-19 vaccination tomorrow at noon on the Reno County Emergency Management Facebook page. This also will be available later in the day Friday on the county's Facebook and YouTube channels and on Cox Cable Channel 7. Interim Health Officer here in Hammersmith said they've been inundated with calls from the public about the vaccine and when and how they can get it. Purchase of 3 vehicles for the Reno County Sheriff's Office was approved by County Commissioners Tuesday. 2 hybrid SUV patrol vehicles and a sergeant truck will be purchased from Midwest Superstore at a combined cost of just over $66,000. Usually they try to rotate patrol vehicles out on a 4 to 5 year basis and the sergeant vehicles every 3 years. 2 patrol vehicles being replaced this year rather than the usual 4 because of budget cuts, while Captain Levi Blumenhorst said the department won't be severely impacted with that because of exceptional care and maintenance from the county's automotive department. Last year, the Sheriff's Office bought 4 of the hybrid vehicles. Captain Blumenhorst said their experience with them has been good, seeing a 3-mile-a-gallon improvement in mileage, plus a reduction in engine hours as they can cycle on and off while idling, such as when deputies are out on traffic patrol or on an accident or other call. Windy tonight, partly cloudy, a low of 29, partly sunny, windy 41 Friday. Friday night, mostly clear, a low 22, sunny Saturday, a high 45. More news anytime at AdAstraRadio.com. I'm Lucky Kid.
Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra Radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn. Powered by Next Tech Wireless. You're listening to the Prairie Bank of Kansas Halftime Report.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Hutchinson, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Sheila Metzger, agent at the Sheila Metzger Agency. Call me at 665-0400 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
Dr. Ediger is very good when a problem arises. We had that happen with our daughter. He went in to do some work and then found another issue and communicated with me and gave me the option, but yet told me what he would do if it were his daughter. He gives you options that work with your family's budget.
Hi, this is Dr. Corey Ediger, inviting you and your family to call me at 663-9136. That's 663-9136. Or stop by my office at 200 East 30th to make an appointment today at Ediger Family Dental.
Their patients come first.
This is Rod from Rod's Tire and Service in Hillsboro. Carrie, myself, and our entire staff want to let you know that we are still open to keep you rolling. We encourage customers to take advantage of our vehicle pickup and drop-off service. We can pick your vehicle up for new tires or service and return it to your house or business. Our farm service trucks are ready as always. We all need to do our part to keep ourselves and those around us healthy and safe. From all of us at Rod's Tire and Service, we thank you for your continued support and business. Your one-stop complete source for Firestone tires is Rod's Tire and Service in Hillsboro.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Well, back here at halftime. Panther Gym, and look at our first half numbers. Brought to you by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, proudly serving businesses in Kansas for the past 70 years. Buhler started off a hot 5 of 10 from the field in the first quarter, cooled off just 2 of their last 10, and 7 of 20. And so far in the first half, 9 of 38. The Crusaders. Panthers were 5 of their first 10 as well, but then made just 2 of their next 7 shots. And they are just 7 of 17. Boy, you look at that differential, Christopher. Only 17 field goal attempts for the Panthers to 38 for the Crusaders. That is a wide margin.
Yeah, Buhler's getting a lot of shots off, but hasn't been a great shooting night for Buhler. But yeah, that is a incredible spread. I mean,
Seven of 8. Jack Voth 1 of 2, so hitting their free throws again. Panthers have been to the line 3 times in the game. They are 3 of 4. Individual scoring, Christian Peterson with 3 for Nickerson. Philip Manga has 1. Connor D'Amato with 3. Braden Miller with 2. That D'Amato 3 was a shot that tied the game at 19 at one point. And Buhler finishes on that run at the end of the second quarter to take a 7-point lead. 3 from Carson Lynn, 6 from Keaton Broomfield, and 3 from Matt Crossman. Max Alexander having himself, he picked up right where he left off in that fourth quarter. And you know, the thing that I've really liked about Max here last 2 games, not settling for the jump shots. He has really been aggressive to the rim.
Yeah, and that is such an asset, and because number 1 gets you to the free throw line, and number 2, you know, just starts piling up the fouls on the other team. And you know, Buhler got Nickerson to the got in the double bonus because Nickerson was fouling so much, and yeah, that's something that just will continue to make Buhler a better basketball team.
15 for Max, 2 for Reed Scott, 4 for Tatum Hawkinson, 2 for Braden Skripczyk, and 4 for Jack Voth. We'll take a timeout, come back. Second half starts next here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Kansas Halftime Report. Find Prairie Bank of Kansas online at prairiebankks.com. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Are you tired of your dusty or muddy driveway? APAC Kansas Shears Division is here to help. This is Derek Fees. Call us and ask us about our asphalt millings. If you are a do-it-yourselfer, arrange for pickup or delivery at your convenience. Call APAC today at 620-6...
Basketball on HKFM.
Well, a Buhler Dental Care scoreboard update. As Sam Elliott pinned his opponent. Crusaders winning big over Circle in wrestling action. The duel being played at the Fieldhouse tonight. Buhler ball to start the third quarter. Max Alexander, three, left wing, missed. Rebound Nickerson.
Manga going up high to get the rebound.
Philip Manga the other way. Alexander, Scott, Hawkinson, Hernandez both out there for Buhler. Peterson, Manga, Miller, Lynn, and Crossman for Nickerson. Here's Peterson for three. Christian Peterson in and out, no good. Rebound Jack Voth.
Great job by
Hawkinson inside, kicks corner to Scott, off right wing to Jack Voth. In and out, no good. Offensive board for Tayden. And Buhler will reset with 7:14 to go in the third.
Good to see the Crusaders having some success on the glass here early in this third quarter.
There's a three ball up top, missed.
Yeah, Scott's shot just rattled in and out, so neither side has scored here, so empty possessions to open the third for both.
Buhler now just 30% shooting. It's been a struggle here. After the hot start, now a steal. Hernandez takes the ball away. Off to Voth. Jack will try another three. If at first you don't succeed, try again. It's good.
We are right in line with that three. That thing was dead on.
10-point game, 30-20. Crusaders lead, 6:27 to go. In period number three. Panthers to our left. Manga's got it. He'll try the three. Philip Manga in and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Crusaders. Long outlet pass to Alexander. Max hangs in the air. Shot won't fall. And the ball poked out of bounds off the hands of Philip Manga.
Yeah, that was a good call, as I thought the officials might give the ball to Nickerson, but yeah, Manga came over the top of Alexander and batted it away.
So it'll be Buhler ball right of the basket. Isaiah Hernandez to the Jack Voth. Off to Reed Scott, far side circle. Underneath Hawkinson, turns around the defender in the lane with a right hand, score it.
Great athletic move by Tayden Hawkinson, as the defender really kind of moved him away from the basket, and he had to scoop shot it in, but great body control for Tayden in the two.
12-point lead, 6 for Tayden Hawkinson. Manga the other way, off the window, too strong for Nickerson, out of bounds. And it'll be Buhler basketball.
Yeah, Keaton Broomfield went up to get the offensive rebound, but tipped it out. Tried to lobby the officials that he didn't tip it out, but it was pretty evident he was the guy.
Panthers now just 2 of their last 10 from the field. Buhler the other way. Boy, nice pass.
Wow.
Hernandez to Alexander. Off the bounce. Layup good. Timeout Nickerson. That's just showing off right there. Wow. 34-20 our score and a timeout here from Nickerson. Buhler up 14. Back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier 2-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today to learn more about what we have to offer. Visit hutchcc.edu/admissions for more information.
Hi, this is Brett Henry, and for the past 75 years at Adams Brown Barron and Ball, we've served Kansas and America. To celebrate our 75th anniversary, we have rebranded to Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs. For more information on our exciting changes, check out adamsbrowncpa.com and see why we are above and beyond.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Nickerson ball down 14 out of the timeout, 34-20. That is just from Zay Hernandez to Max Alexander to make it a 14-point game. Pull up in the rebound, and the putback is good by Keaton Broomfield.
Yeah, Broomfield has been one of the bright spots here in this game for Nickerson.
34-22, lead is 12. 8 now in the game for Broomfield. Here's Hernandez. 3, right corner missed. Rebound Alexander. What a hustle play by Max.
Wow.
But then Manga takes it right out of his hands. Picks it off. Philip Manga the other way, and he throws it away. Pass up the floor, picked off by Hernandez. Into Voth on the other end. Shot missed, but a foul.
Christian Peterson's going to get whistled for the foul, as the Crusaders had the run-out try at the other end. But, yeah, there were some nice defensive plays made at both ends by both squads.
So 2 coming at the line for Jack Voth, who's 1 of 2 at the line. A 71% shooter on the year. That foul the 3rd on Peterson. And both missing the 1st at the line. Manga will head to the sideline, replaced by Aiden Garcia. Tegan Tushton in, Tayton Hawkinson out for the Crusaders. Skripczyk set to come in here if Voth makes the free throw, and he does. Also returning is Austin Bell for Nickerson. So 35-22.
It's been a good quarter so far for the Crusaders.
Lead is 13. It was 7 at halftime. Beaters led by as many as 14 in the 3rd quarter. Panthers with the ball in their half court to our left. Connor D'Amato. Far side circle to Carson Lynn. Broomfield kicks right corner 3. Rims long for Aiden Garcia. Rebound Nickerson. Panthers have it tapped away in the lane. Loose on the deck. Picked up by Braden Skripczyk.
Nice job by the Crusaders, just focusing on trying to get that loose ball.
Alexander the other way. Coast to coast with the left. How in the world did he get that shot to fall?
Wow. Yeah. And he got dusted up pretty good by Keaton Broomfield, but just his body control and balance. I mean, to go through the lane and getting swatted like that, great job by Max.
Pushed the ball up off the glass with the left hand and dropped it in.
Max Alexander, chance for 3-point play.
So a chance to convert on the 3-point play. Who'd you have that foul on, sir?
It was on Broomfield.
2nd on Keaton Broomfield. Max at the line. Free throw is perfect.
Grant Ricker checked in for the Crusaders at that stop of play.
So 16-point lead, 38-22, 3:51 left in the 3rd. Grant Ricker, the sophomore guard, on the floor now, and a steal. Alexander taken away. The other way, Max back to the rack. Layup good.
And he had 3 Nickerson defenders he had to beat that time, and he did it with just quickness and balance.
40-22. Lead is 18. 3:22 left in the 3rd. Panthers need a bucket. Ball deflected. D'Amato chases it down, right side circle. Buhler in their man. Left corner 3 on the way. Rims long. Put back good by Keaton Broomfield. Boy, they needed a bucket in a big way.
Yeah, Broomfield has both of Nickerson's baskets here in this 3rd quarter.
40-24, lead back to 16. 2:57 left in the 3rd. Here is Ricker to Tushton, up top to Skripczyk. Braden drives, shot up, missed, but a foul.
It's going to be the 3rd personal on Keaton Broomfield, and if you watch at the offensive end for position inside, he's got to be careful or he's going to pick up an offensive foul just for some of the arm bars down at the other end.
That is 3 now on Broomfield. And Braden Skripczyk will go to the line. He's 1 of 1 on the season at the strike and knocks down the first here. Tayton Hawkinson and Jack Voth are back in the lineup. Alexander and Scott go out. 1 more at the line for Skripczyk. .63 senior. Free throw short. Rebound Voth. Hawkinson to the bucket. Score it.
Tayton is having a nice night. He saw the little seam down the right side of the lane and just took it to the house.
43-24, lead back to 19 now, largest lead. 2:30 left. And foul away from the ball underneath. I think Ricker and Lynn get tied up there.
Or they're going to put it on Skripczyk, but like I said, it's a heavyweight prize fighting match going on inside between Skripczyk and Broomfield inside.
Well, Skripczyk may have an inch on him, but he gives up a little bit of weight.
Yes.
Nickerson ball. Call the foul on Braden Skripczyk, his first, team's first of the second half. Long pass in to Darian Holland. Holland. And called for the turnover inside.
I'm going to take off with it and travel with it, so that turnover will give it back to Buhler. The Crusaders at one point this quarter looked like they were maybe going to be able to get it out to a 20-point plus lead, but Nickerson hanging around.
19 right now. Tustin, far side, Hawkinson. Taden drives. And they call him for the travel. Good defense there by Philip Manga.
Yeah, Manga, along with his teammate Braden Miller, both were bracketing Hawkinson, and he went up to try to pass it and got tied up with both of them.
Panthers the other way, into the front court. Aiden Garcia, near side circle, Carson Lynn. Off to Holland, and his jumper at the foul line is good. First points tonight.
Nice looking jumper there for Holland.
43-26. Buhler the other way. Ricker knocked down, lost it. Buhler gets it back. Hawkinson, 3 rims long. Rebound Panthers.
Yeah, Garcia with the defensive board on the backside.
Carson Lynn. Off to Manga for 3 and a 5-0 Panther run.
That's Philip Manga's first field goal of the night. He's now got 4.
Now to a 14-point game, and 8 left in the quarter. Here's a drive. Jack Both off the window. Yes.
Count it.
And a foul.
Nice job by Both. And Nickerson has really struggled with their help defense. I mean, with their man-to-man, their guys are pretty much sticking to their guy.
That foul, the second on Darian Holland. 4th Nickerson team foul in the half. Both at the line. Free throw good. Jack now 3 of 5 on the night. 46-29.
11 points for the sophomore so far.
Jack has been in double figures all 4 games now this season. The other way, Manga takes it strong to the hoop, and a whistle and a foul call.
I believe the foul is going to be called on Taden Hawkinson. It is. That's his second. And Manga's a guy that if he gets into an ISO game, he can do something with the ball in his hands.
6'1" senior at the line. Free throw is good for Philip Manga. So we asked this in the pregame, and I haven't gotten a response yet. All you Buhler fans, Nickerson fans out there that are more knowledgeable than the two of us turkeys.
Well, wasn't there a year where Buhler played Nickerson in the sub-state championship game and lost, I believe, over here?
Not that I remember, but maybe.
And maybe it wasn't in the championship, but I believe there was a sub-state year where Nickerson knocked us out over here. When Coach
would have been Coach Cameron?
Well, no, when Coach McLean was the boys' coach at Buhler.
46-31. Somebody out there with more knowledge than me. Last time Buhler and Nickerson played. I should know, but I don't.
Manga's going to get called for the reach and foul.
So Coach McLean was the 2 years after Coach Cameron, right?
I believe so.
Yes. Inside, Scott missed the shot. Rebound Nickerson. Anyway, if somebody knows, let us know. 3, left corner. Missed by Carson Lynn. Long rebound. Pulled down by Hawkinson. Taken the other way.
Nice ball or board there by Hawkinson.
26 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Tustin. Off to Hernandez. Now to Hawkinson. Buhler will hold for the final shot of the quarter. 12 seconds left, up 46-31. Here is Hernandez into the lane with the left, missed.
Rebound Miller for Nickerson.
Nickerson, long three-quarter court shot by Mango, short. And that'll get us to the end of the fourth. Your score, Buhler 46 and Nickerson 31. Fourth quarter coming up in 60 seconds here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
And we back it up with the friendliest customer service based right out of Buhler. With our fully fiber optic network, IdeaTech customers can enjoy speeds faster than those in the largest cities in the U.S., serving small communities in South Central Kansas and select parts of Hutchinson. Visit ideatech.com or call us at 620-543-5000 to learn more.
Hey sports fans, all great teams include a great defensive strategy. That's what insurance is all about. Strategy to defend you, your family, and your possessions. This is Jordan Fee. I'm proud to help our clients plan their strategy of protection through the broad range of services we offer at Fee Insurance Group. Call to find out how we can protect your health, life, property, business, and even your retirement savings. Since 1883, we've been here to stand between you and risk.
Visit feeinsurancegroup.com, your local trusted choice agent.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader
And Crusader basketball tonight brought to you in part by the Bruce Isaacson Agency, by Ideatech, Apple Lane Animal Hospital, by Phoenix Restoration, and by the Buhler Booster Club. Nickerson ball, Manga, three, good.
Nice looking shot by Phil.
Second tray of the night for Philip Manga, 46. 34. Buhler outscored Nickerson 19-11 in that third quarter.
Panthers throwing some full court pressure, but Buhler gets across.
The lead down to 12 here. Alexander in strong, and a whistle and a foul call.
It's going to be the second on Austin Bell. And this has kind of been one of the storylines of this season for Buhler. Whenever we kind of get into a spot where the offense sputters, Max does such a nice job of just getting to the foul line.
So there was, yes, Nickerson did host Substead. I think we talked about that in the pregame. Alexander first at the line, good. That foul, the second on Austin Bell. 16 foul of the half on the Panthers. That was pre-Denny Walgren. And so it would have either been Cameron or McLean. Probably McLean would have been here. And if I remember right, our girls were really loaded that year, but so Nickerson was here, and Concordia had just a dynamite team too. There's a layup inside good by Keaton Broomfield. 48-36.
Maybe I'm getting my wires crossed, but I just know there was a year where Buhler was
great back cut. Shot inside, layup good by Hayden Keller. Keller in the game to start the fourth.
Great play made by Jack Both, getting the steal at the other end.
With the bucket, now a steal. Hey, you could be onto something. Buhler ball, 6:43 left, 50-36. Lead 14. Voth's got it off to Alexander. Back to Voth. One-on-one against Broomfield. He'll drive inside, up, miss, got his own rebound, and the putback good.
Both just doing a great job, not giving up on the play, battling inside to get his own offensive rebound and finishing on the putback.
Sorry to those of you watching at home if you just saw the camera go whoop. Shot inside, missed by Manga. Pull up left elbow, Alexander, swish.
That one was sky high. He released it in traffic and dropped it in, and Coach Field wants another timeout to try to get his guys as Buhler stretched the lead back out to 18.
Well, it was 12 just seconds ago. Now it's 18 again. 6:01 left. 54-36 Crusaders. And we'll be back in 60 seconds on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
House? A swimming pool?
Are your lights flickering?
Call Schmidt Electric.
That's Schmidt Electric. 620-960-6755. Schmidt Electric will take care of all your electrical needs.
Got Spock?
The veterinarians and staff at Appalachian Animal Hospital would like to wish the Buhler Crusader basketball teams a healthy and successful season. The same level of hard work, dedication, and commitment to excel on the court is what we do at Appalachian Animal Hospital. We continue to invest in new diagnostics and technology to make every effort to give you and your pet the best care possible. Go Crusaders!
Stock number J1509 OAC with Chrysler Capital, 0 down, 84 months. See dealer for details.
Allen Samuels and Hutch has just announced their New Year, New Ride event. No money down, plus $1,000 in bonus cash rebates gets you a new 2020 Jeep Renegade for under $320 a month. It's a true sign and drive event, only at Allen Samuels and Hutch, located on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine, open all the time online at allensamuelshutch.com. And as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Well, Max Alexander with 26 points, too shy of his career high. He has been in the 20s all 4 games now. And he's always been good, but he is playing at a different level early this season. Just fantastic.
Yep, a very, very, very valuable player to the Crusaders this year.
And we talked about before, Nickerson with the ball out of the timeout. Broomfield double teamed. Well, you get sandwiched between Scott and Keller. Well, you got to watch out for an elbow there.
Yeah, it was a great feed inside by Christian Peterson, but yeah, Broomfield, he's
strong.
He's a tough customer.
They call the foul on Hayden Keller, his first, team's third. And the ball out of bounds, deflected by Hernandez. The thing, I talked about it before, Max has always been a dynamic player, but I just really love the intentionality he has, not settling for a tough shot when he can get a better shot.
Yeah, and really makes some unselfish plays as he gets a lot of attention from defenses and done a nice job of distributing.
Pass in the lane, deflected, stolen away by Reed Scott. Hernandez on the other end for three, missed. Been a tough shooting night for Isaiah. Nickerson the other way, pull up at the foul line. Shot missed by Connor D'Amato. A whistle and a foul on the rebound.
I believe it's going to be on Reed Scott as he was inside now. Technical just got called on Nickerson, I think.
Technical foul on number 23, Pete Broomfield.
That has been with Broomfield and the Buhler bigs. Skripczyk all been in there, and that has been a battle.
Yeah, and it's crazy that Broomfield just got the tee because the foul went against the Buhler player, but he must have said one of the magic words.
What do you think Ava Jones is over there saying about that?
No.
She's pretty good, by the way.
Yes, no doubt.
Just a sophomore.
Such a bright future ahead of her.
Max is going to shoot the technical free throws. That is 17 fouls on Nickerson and 4 now on Buhler. They called the original foul on Reed Scott on that rebound. And Max makes both technical free throws, and then Broomfield, yeah.
Well, it's one of those things, you got the call, so don't say anything.
Well, and he started that whole conversation with his hands up, and so that's an automatic hit on him to start with.
So 56-36, the lead is 20. Buhler with the ball. Hawkinson's got it, 5:18 to play. There's a handful of magic words that you want to stay away from.
Please and thank you aren't some of those magic words.
You know, sometimes kindness can go too far. Alexander inside stripped. Stolen away by the Panthers. And a pass up the floor off the hands of Lynn. Out of bounds. It'll go back to Buhler. It was several years ago, a coach for Liberal. And he was very polite anytime he wanted to talk to the official, which was a lot. It was always, excuse me, Mr. Official. Mr. Official, could I please talk to you? He was very polite about it, but he was just constant. So sometimes even almost in a rude way.
Yes.
Shot inside, missed. Ball out of bounds. I think that was Hernandez. And we're going back the other way.
So kill him with kindness was his mentality.
But it was constant every 10 seconds. Mr. Official, can I please have a word? D'Amato out top. Right side circle, 3. Garcia missed. Rebound, Buhler.
Good job by Hawkinson clearing the glass, and Buhler with that comfortable 20-point lead. Look to see if the Crusaders kind of really become patient at the offensive end. Nice feed.
The find to Jack Pope.
Great
Another assist by Isaiah.
Yeah, great post-entry pass.
Jose's not had a great shooting night himself, but he has made some fantastic assists tonight. 58-36, lead is 22. 3 the other way, short by Connor D'Amato. Long rebound to the Crusaders. Alexander this time, they both lay it good, and a timeout.
That looked like a quarterback hitting somebody on a fly route that time as Alexander hurled it over the Nickerson defenders, and both made an athletic play to field the pass and finish.
Sign that boy up. 60-36, 3:34 left. Time out of the floor. Back in 30. Crusader Sports Network. Oops.
Samuels on the giant corner of the time online at allensamuelshutch.com. And as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
All right, back here at Nickerson High School. 60-36, 3:26 left. Skripczyk, Hawkinson, Scott, Ricker, and Hernandez on the floor for Buhler in a steal. 20 turnovers now on the Panthers. Hernandez to Skripczyk, inside, fouled by Carson Lynn, and that'll put Braden at the line for 2.
It'll be Lynn's third personal foul, and that puts Buhler into the bonus, or continues to be in the bonus, excuse me. So Buhler's going to shoot a lot of free throws here down the home stretch.
Braden Skripczyk at the line for the second time tonight. He's got 3 points in the game. First free throw good. Second one could tie his career high 5 points. He scored 5 against Augusta last week. Reed Scott and Hawkinson go out. Ethan Stambaugh, the sophomore guard, is in the game. Also Tanner Tustin returning. Both free throws good by Skripczyk, and that ties his career high with 5 points.
It's good to see the senior having a nice night.
62-36. Lead is 26. Nice take by Manga. Missed the shot, but a foul.
Yeah, Grant Ricker, the sophomore, trying to keep up with the senior that time, and Manga found that other gear.
So Manga out there along with Garcia, Lynn, and Holland, and D'Amato. And Manga's first free throw missed. Foul on Grant Ricker, his first, team's 5th. Manga now 3 of 5 at the line. Second free throw. It'll be Buhler ball with 2:53 left.
Yeah, Connor D'Amato went and got the rebound, but his momentum carried him across the baseline, so that'll give it back to the Crusaders.
Buhler ball, Skripczyk has it. Out top to Stambaugh. Far side Hawkinson. There's Ethan Stambaugh against Manga. Takes him right, left. Great defense by Manga.
Yeah, Stambaugh made some good cuts, but Manga's pretty dang quick.
Hawkinson, boy, faked his defender out. Oh, he got robbed. Free throw line jumper in and out, no good. It's been kind of a night shooting for Isaiah.
Hey, it's such a good night defensively Tuesday for the Crusaders.
He's made some beautiful passes tonight. 3 ball, left side circle, missed short by Carson Lynn. Rebound, Hernandez. Little guy, rebounding the ball. Here comes Zay, up the floor. One hands it to Ricker for 3. Yes!
Grant Ricker with his first ever varsity basket.
65-36. 28-point lead. Another just fantastic pass by Hernandez. The one hand into the corner. So 1:34 left here.
And the final players for Buhler that haven't played yet will check in here at the stoppage of play.
Hayden Keller is going to come back. And Diedrich Willard-Trask, the 6'2 sophomore, in as well. Foul called on Braden Skripczyk, his second. Team 6th, it'll be Nickerson ball. Left of the basket, Manga to play it in. Off to D'Amato. Into the hands of Garcia, near side circle, Manga. Manga drives, pulls up, left elbow jumper, good.
Nice looking shot by Philip Manga. Stambaugh did a nice job of preventing him from having a lay-in try. And
65-38, a whistle the other way.
Yeah, Grant Ricker's going to get fouled by D'Amato. And kind of a frustration foul, so Ricker will have a chance to add to his career high.
Still in the one-on-one.
Grant Ricker, 6-foot sophomore. His older brother Ethan was a Crusader.
And the ball game for Buhler, number 3.
Hits the front end.
Good. Tustin's going to go out, replaced by Mace McCabe, the 5'10 junior.
Also number 21.
And Jeffrey Neal, the freshman, in, and out goes Hayden Keller. The only other guy I was hoping we'd see tonight was the mullet.
Matthew Eddy.
Have you seen Eddie's?
Yes, I saw it in the JV game. Holy cow.
So too good at the line for Ricker. He's got 5 points. 67-38. 3 on the way, missed. Right side circle.
Neal with the defensive rebound.
Missed by Isaac Weedman of Nickerson. Jeff Neal pulls it down. Peter's got it. McCabe in the lane. Neal, and he is fouled on the shot by Aiden Garcia. That'll be the first on Garcia.
21, no one's goes to the line.
And Jeffrey Neal will have a chance to shoot 2 free throws with 46.7 left.
So a chance for him to get his first varsity points tonight.
Free throw on the way is good.
Well, it's always fun when lots of guys get in the scorebook.
Absolutely.
And most people, you'll always remember that first varsity bucket.
I think the only guy over there that has not been in is Wade Meyer.
Yep, the sophomore. Looked good in the JV game. Buhler won handily earlier.
Jeff Neal makes 2 free throws, 69-38. 3-ball missed by Connor D'Amato. Rebound Buhler, 27 seconds left here in the game. Buhler will improve to 3-1. They've won 3 straight now. Nickerson 0-9. Both teams back in action tomorrow night. I think they'll let Buhler dribble out the final 13 seconds.
Yep, Neal casually dribble it.
So a couple of guys get their first ever varsity points tonight. Jeff Neal hit those 2 free throws there late, and 5 points tonight for Grant Ricker. Braden Skripsik tied his career high with 5, and another monster night for Max Alex. Impress here in the early season. 69-38 is the final. Buhler 23 fourth quarter points. They outscore Nickerson in the final stanza tonight, 23-7. Live from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth. Allen Samuels Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Hutchinson. Come by, let's be friends. And we'll bring final totals. Our Shirt Shack postgame begins after this on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Stay tuned for the Shirt Shack postgame show. Shirt Shack, where the shirt hits the fans. Coming up, the Whifco Steel Products Player of the Game. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
At H&R Block, we're here all year at tax time or anytime to help get answers for your tax questions. Stop by H&R Block in Hutch at 2nd and Washington, on the Square in Lyons, or in downtown Ellsworth today. Get your taxes won at
1947. It was the year the McKenzie Paint and Body Shop opened for business. That's over 70 years they've been serving the Mid-Kansas area with quality workmanship, excellent refinishing, paint, and restoration. McKenzie Paint and Body Shop specializes in foreign and domestic vehicles. Insurance claims are welcome, and 24-hour towing and recovery service is available. At McKenzie Paint and Body Shop, they take the dents out of accidents. Just over the bridge at 45 Kansas Avenue in South Hutchinson.
Hutch Rec is your community recreation provider. We're passionate in bringing healthy living opportunities through our youth and adult sports, wellness and fitness classes, and several of our community events and races. We're also your community spirit provider, offering endless recreational opportunities at Dillon Nature Center, Senior Center at Elmdale Park, the Sports Arena, plus Hutch Rec downtown. See all of the community spirit and healthy living opportunities Hutch Rec provides your community at hutchrec.com and on our Hutch Rec Facebook page.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back to Panther Gym here at Nickerson, where the Crusaders win it tonight, 69-38. I was impressed with the fact that Nickerson, 0-8, not playing like an 0-8 team as they hung tough. They were with Buhler for quite a while. Really, you think about it, it was only a 7-point game at halftime. And Nickerson did everything they needed to do to stay in the game. And at that point, and even with 5 minutes to go in the third, it was still in reach. And Buhler didn't shoot the ball very, very well in that middle part of the game. But boy, led by Alexander then. You get to about 3 minutes to go in the third, and Buhler really put their pedal to the metal and pulled away.
Yeah, when you look at a team like Nickerson, you always think about a team that's struggling, that's over on the year. When it comes to sub-state time, how sometimes there's a team that's 0 and whatever, or just has a couple wins. That first round sub-state game, there may be just kind of a mere speed bump for somebody. But this Nickerson team, if they end up being one of the seeds that has to really battle their way through sub-state, being the 7th or 6th seed, they're going to be a tough first round game for somebody in sub-state. And when they finally put it together, that's a team that's got some pieces to it.
Buhler again showing their depth. Been really impressed early on. I think we all have with the sophomore Jack Voth not playing like a sophomore, and different guys step up on different nights. You had Tayden Hawkinson with a good night tonight, and goes plays well into. We talked about versatility in the pregame tonight. Just being versatile, being able to win in different styles, and on different nights have different guys be key factors.
Yeah, you look at Buhler on Tuesday night, only scored 54 in the win, and held El Dorado to 39 tonight. Really in that fourth quarter, blew it open. But good to see Buhler be able to put up some points. Their second highest scoring night of the season. And you mentioned, Aaron, just so many different people contributed tonight. There was, let me see, 8 different players that scored tonight. Pretty much everybody except for one that was suited up tonight in varsity got to play. And so tonight's one of those nights that the team can feel good about and kind of survive and advance and get ready for the final game before the SIT next week.
Yeah, and you just talk about the SIT. That's something big for the Crusaders to get those younger guys in to play, is because they're going to need them come tournament time. Not only is it 3 games in about 3 days for the Crusaders, but they have a stretch up coming up where it's game, and they have 1 or 2 breaks in about 6 games. So they're going to need some young guys to step up, and tonight was a big example of what they have on the bench.
Yeah, you talk about all those games in a row, because if you think about it, Buhler next week will go Thursday, Friday, Saturday, have Sunday off, and then come back and play Monday, Tuesday. So there's going to be a span of 5 games in 6 days for the Crusaders. And, yeah, you're exactly right, Carson. The Crusaders continuing to develop that depth on the bench and getting some bench scoring tonight. That's something that, you look at Neal scored, Skripsik scored, Rickards scored. Hayden Keller scored, so they had some bench scoring tonight, which is definitely good to see for the rest of the season.
All right, we'll go inside the final numbers, brought to you by HCU Investment and Insurance Services. Check that. I'm sorry. Monty loves to bring us the starting lineups. Yeah, we might need to. We're all a little bit tired, I guess. So,
yes.
Brought to you by our friends at Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, proudly serving businesses in Kansas for the past 70 years. Online at adamsbrowncpa.com. 69-38 the final. Buhler led by as many as 8 in the first quarter. It was an 8-point game at the end of the first. Nickerson tied the game middle of the second, 19 all, on a 3 from Connor D'Amato. But Buhler was able to then go on a run and stretch it out to 12 at the end of check that. was able to stretch it to 7 at the end of the half, 27-20. They built up a 17-point lead in the third and then eventually 20-plus in the fourth quarter. Just too much offense late. And Panthers got into some foul trouble as well. Buhler shoots 37% tonight from the field. We had him just for 9 turnovers to Nickerson's 20. Buhler was very impressive again at the free throw line, 22 of 26. That is fantastic.
Yeah, if you can get 20-plus points night in and night out from the free throw line, or just have a great free throw shooting percentage, that is going to win you, those close ball games, which the close games are going to come. They're going to come, and so that team that is just money and nails from the free throw line, they're going to be the ones that pull out those wins.
And Nickerson goes 5 of 8. Scoring for the Panthers, they got a team-high 12 from Keaton Broomfield. He was a nice spark for them off the bench. And also in double figures, Philip Mango with 11. Christian Peterson finished with 3. Connor D'Amato with 3. Braden Miller with 2. Carson Lynn with 3. Matt Crossman with 3. And Darian Holland with 2. Max Alexander ties his career high with 28. He had 15 in the first half and 13 in the second half, and he was 12 of 13 at the free throw line. 2 from Hayden Keller, 2 from Reed Scott, 8 from Taden Hawkinson. Grant Ricker with 5, Braden Skripsik with 5, Jack Voth in double figures with 17. He hit the opening shot of the game at 3 to start things off, and then 2 from Jeffrey Neal. 69-38 the final. More of our Shirt Shack postgame after this on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
More of the Shirt Shack postgame show coming up on HKFM. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn.
Any home game or email BuhlerBoosterClub@gmail.com.
Rise Up Reno and Andy Addis want to remind you that your contribution to our community is important.
So being a part of a community means making choices not just for yourself, but for your friends, your family, and the people all around you. The person that you are today is valuable. Don't let that be diminished by drugs or habits or things that diminish you, because we need all of them.
How will you rise up? Rise up, Reno.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dal Hunt with Buhler Dental Care. At Buhler Dental Care, we have great registered hygienists to help schedule your family for convenience. You will receive high-quality dental care and build a positive relationship with our experienced staff in a pleasant and reassuring atmosphere. We like to have some fun with you and get to know you while you spend time with us. So be sure to give us a call at 620-543-2768 or email us at drdaldds@gmail.com. Buhler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
You're listening to Buhler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Well, hi, everybody. Welcome back to our Shirt Shack postgame. Crusader Basketball tonight brought to you in part by Cargill Salt, by Countryside Feed, Rod's Tire and Service, by Yoder Meats, and by Crable Tree Clearing. Our Dix Phillips 66 Phillip of the game tonight. Phillip on top tier gasoline, snacks, and more at Dix Phillips 66 at 4th and Stevens in Hutchinson. Family owned since 1963. Every journey begins with a stop at Dix Phillips 66. And our Phillip of the game tonight came in the fourth quarter. Little guy rebounded the ball. Here comes Zay up the floor. One hands it to Ricker for 3. Yes!
Grant Ricker with his first ever varsity basket.
65-36. And we made that our Dix Phillips 66 Phillip of the game. That assist from Isaiah, one of several nice passes he had tonight. That came at 1:14 to go in the game. And I know he didn't have the shooting night he wanted, but when he can distribute and get other guys involved like that, that's a huge bonus for the team.
Yeah, I mean, one of Buhler's strengths is the guard play, and Isaiah is such an important part of that. I can't talk enough about what a job he did on Tuesday night against Bergstresser, just playing good defense, and he's one of those guys offensively, and you saw it tonight. Even if he's not doing a lot of scoring, you just feel really sure of the ball when he has it in his hands. He doesn't make bad turnovers and just really does a good job of taking care of it.
Yeah, and the guard play is really important for the Crusaders. Is they're not a very big team, which we know, and so they want to run the floor and to be able to make those long, accurate passes that we saw, one from Alexander, but multiple tonight from Hernandez, and those are something that the Crusaders are going to have coming up.
Yeah, fantastic stuff. Isaiah Hernandez with our fill-up of the game, our player of the game tonight, our Wifco Steel Products player of the game, from storage tanks to steel walkways, stairways, and platforms. Wifco Steel Products, the expert in steel fabrication. And Max Alexander was money tonight, 12 of 13 at the foul line. Didn't have a three, but he had 28 points. And he has really gotten good and creative, too, at driving the lane and finding different ways to finish. And he ties his career high with 28.
Yeah, and just the thing that I'm so impressed with, just his decision making. He makes such good decisions, especially in the transition game.
All right, so Max Alexander is our player of the game tonight. And Coach is going to make his way over here. He said, I forgot. Well, it's not like we're not going to see each other quite a bit here in the next 2 weeks. So it's all good, Coach. Crusaders win it, 3-1 on the season, and they will get Winfield at home in the Fieldhouse tomorrow night. Nickerson falls to 0-9, and they will travel tomorrow to Hoisington. And we'll get some final thoughts here from Coach. Coach, it's not like you're not going to have plenty of opportunities in the next 3 weeks. So
yeah, sorry.
We're going to play a lot of basketball, and obviously you have to get back on the floor tomorrow night.
Yeah.
But, they give Nickerson some credit.
Yeah.
They hung tough. We didn't shoot the ball great in the second quarter, and but you're able to finally kind of use your depth to pull away in the second half.
Nickerson has some size. And they got some big kids. They got some size, and they presented some problems. They played hard. We settled a lot offensively, and we talked a lot about it at halftime, and came out the second half and obviously played a lot better.
Yeah, Max kind of carried you, and I like the way Max this year is. You can see that he's taken that game to the next level, where he's able to drive and finish even more than he did last year, and switching hands, being creative with that. So
well, Max has always been a gym rat, and those are some of the shots he makes. Those are only shots that you're going to get from years and years and years and thousands of repetitions. Stuff that they've either got it or they don't for the most part by the time we got them, or that's the stuff they get in the summer. We always tell kids, players get better in the summer, teams get better during the year, and all our guys work hard. And Isaiah plays a lot of basketball, Jack plays a lot of basketball in the summer, Tayden played a lot this summer, and I think you can see the improvement in him. And then you got guys like Reed who, are really, really good baseball players and don't get the opportunity to play all the games. But my gosh, how invaluable is Reed for being tough and the rebounding and the little things that sometimes don't fill up a stat sheet, but there are things that win us games. I think the difference in Max, besides just a year better, a year of playing a lot, I think the biggest difference is 20 pounds. I think we talked about it the other day. I challenged him last year. Didn't really challenge him. I just told him, if you want to play college basketball, especially at a level that you would like to, you're not going to do it at the weight you're at. I can't sell that. That's hard. And he took it to heart. Started eating like crazy, lifting a lot more, and he's able now to absorb contact and finish even more, and that comes with maturity anyway. As kids get older, but also just getting after it in the weight room and
absolutely.
Good
stuff.
There's some things in life you can't control, like your height and some of those things, but you certainly can control to a big degree how strong you are and how athletic you are from that.
You're telling me, Coach, if I go gain 20 pounds, I got a chance.
Not the way you and I would gain it, but if you were to work out with Max or Reed or those guys, you probably could.
Yeah, I wouldn't last very long.
Yeah, but and Tayden, back to Tayden again. I mean, he forces a little bit tonight, but it's great to see it because he's got so much more confidence, and the poor kid, finally is staying healthy, and he's obviously a great leader, and then you got Isaiah, who, I kept wanting to get him out, because we do have that game tomorrow, but. When you pull him out and ask him if he's tired, he looks at you like you're crazy. That kid just doesn't get tired.
Yeah, well, and he doesn't score tonight. I know he had a tough night shooting the ball, but if when you break down film and see all the different assists and the other guys that he got shots, it's just fantastic.
Yeah. Isaiah's one of those guys that Reed doesn't have to score to impact the game. Isaiah doesn't either. Now we need Isaiah to score, and he will. He's too good of a shooter not to, and he will. But yeah, with all the assists, he's playing really good defense. I told him at halftime, if he keeps it up, he might get the single game steal record. I mean, it just seemed like every time we looked up, he was getting another steal, very active. And he's not thing about Isaiah is even though he's capable of scoring, and next year. When Max is gone and Taden's gone and those we're going to obviously need him to be even more aggressive, and we've talked to him about that, scoring the basketball when he has to, but with him and Jack, they're going to have to score a bunch for us, and he's capable, but he doesn't. Good thing about Isaiah is his body language most of the time is going to stay the same. That doesn't impact him. He's a good kid, and he's not going to pout if shots aren't going down. He's going to keep playing, and that's just good kid, good family.
All right, Coach. Well, we'll do it again tomorrow night. I'm not sure terribly. I think Winfield will be a tough game.
Man.
They took Mac to overtime, but then the Circle beat him pretty soundly.
Well, yes, I started watching that tape today, and Circle shot the crud out of it, which they can. Circle's so dangerous, but. We don't shoot it as well as Circle does. We shoot it well when we're shooting good shots, but Circle's typical Circle. They're just fancy. On a given night, they can beat anybody because they just the way they play, and with so much looseness and freedom. Other nights not so good, but they're good. When I started watching tape early in the year, I was Winfield and El Dorado were sending me tapes of Augusta and so on, and as I'm watching, I was watching Augusta, but you can't help but to notice Winfield, and I told our team, early in the season, I said, this year in league, it's going to be a lot different, guys. I think whoever wins our league this year could be 7-3. The bottom of our league, which used to be, just kind of a show up and win, other than us at El Dorado, is not like that. Not in the old days. We got lucky with El Dorado because we didn't play well. Taden taking those 2 charges on their best player in the first 3 minutes turned that game around, or we may not win. But yeah, them taking McPherson to overtime, and McPherson hit a 45-footer at the buzzer to force the overtime. I saw it on film, and wow, but it wasn't a fluke. I mean. I was like, whoa, McPherson might lose at home to Winfield, but watching that Winfield now last year, it would have floored me, or any other year I've been here, not this year. They've got good athletes, they're strong, they got a couple guys, they got good pieces, they have different pieces, and we'll have to do a good job of defending, and if we defend and we don't turn it over, we'll be okay, I think, but we could play well and lose. They're good enough.
All right, Coach, appreciate your time. And
sorry I had to turn around and drive back.
That's okay.
Yeah, thank God I called Robin, right?
We're glad you come back.
Okay, done. Yeah.
Well, we're glad you came back. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach. All right, we're going to wrap things up here from Nickerson. Boys win it tonight 69-38. We'll see you tomorrow night in the Fieldhouse. Doubleheader homecoming night against the Winfield Vikings. And we'll be out until 5:30 with our pregame on HKFM of the Crusader Sports Network. My thanks to Carson Moeller, Chris Shank. You've been listening to Crusader Basketball. A pleasant good evening here on 95.9 HKFM.